Hey guys, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Jess and I'm a stay-at-home mom of 2. And in these What's for Dinner videos, I share some of the meals our family of 4 had throughout the week. I haven't done one of these videos in a while, so I hope you guys enjoy it. This week I have 3 delicious dinners for you. So if you guys enjoyed today's video, don't forget to hit that like button, and let's get to the video. So for this dinner, I saw this idea on Pinterest, and I sort of used the recipe, but I also changed it up a little. So I'm going to include the original recipe that I based this off of, and I'll also include what I did down below. So in a small bowl, I'm mixing 2 tablespoons of flour and 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. In the end, I didn't really see any outcome of the flour, but, I probably would have just used cornstarch or something. But I was just sort of following this recipe and then making my own changes to it, so you could do this or you could not. You could just add the Worcestershire into the gravy. It's up to you. So I'm adding 3 cups of chicken broth into my crock pot. I like to put the liquid in first when I can because it just seems to be kind of a pain to mix everything together when the chicken's already in there. I don't know, it just makes more sense to do the liquid first. So I'm adding in the 3 cups of chicken broth, and then I'm going to whisk in the flour and Worcestershire mixture as best I can. And I was hoping and praying it was going to dissolve while it was cooking, and it did, so it turned out fine. And then to that, I'm just adding to taste some onion powder. Of course, you could add some real onion into this if you wanted to. And some garlic powder. The recipe called for minced garlic, but I didn't want chunks of garlic in my dip when I dipped my sandwich, but you could use that as well. And then I decided to add in some parsley, some salt and pepper, and some Tony's seasoning. So now I'm just adding in my chicken breasts. I would have used 2 large breasts, but we had these kind of sad wimpy ones in the freezer, so I just used 3 of these teeny tiny ones. And then I'm just going to put the lid on and cook this on high for 4 to 5 hours. If you have more time, you could put this on low and cook it for 7 to 8. Once the chicken was cooked through, I took it out and shredded it and then put it back into the gravy. So the original recipe is just a chicken French dip, but I decided I wanted to make it a bacon and Swiss French dip. So I'm just cooking some bacon on a sheet pan. And for mine, the instructions on the package say to cook it at 425 degrees for 15 to 17 minutes. And on the side in a skillet, I'm cooking some onions and some butter and salt and pepper. But of course you could have included these in the crock pot if everyone in the family likes them. So while my bacon was cooking, I added my Swiss cheese on top of my chicken mixture. I just put enough to completely cover it. I think it was about 6 slices. Then I put the lid on and put this on low and just let it go until it was melty. To make our sandwiches, we're just using some sub rolls from the H-E-B bakery, and we just warmed these up in the microwave real quick because I kept them in the fridge. We just sliced these open and added in our crispy crumbled bacon. Then we added on our cheesy chicken mixture, followed by our onions. It wouldn't be a French dip without the dip, so we served these alongside some of the extra gravy for dipping, alongside our curly fries. For these hamburger steaks, we're using 1 pound of ground sirloin and 1 pound of ground round. And we're just going to mix those together along with a tablespoon of minced garlic, some salt and pepper to taste, as well as some onion powder and parsley. Once that was all combined really well, we just separated it into 4 sections. So then Adam took each of the sections and separated those into 2 patties each. Then he stuffed them with some crumbled bacon, some cheddar cheese, and jalapenos. Of course, no jalapenos for the boys. Once those were stuffed, he just sealed up the edges so nothing would leak out. And here I am handing him things so he doesn't contaminate them with meat hands. So we put these in the air fryer on 360 degrees for about 6-minute intervals, flipping them each time until the internal temperature was 165. I think it took about 3 or 4 rounds, but I would temp check just to be safe. Adam said next time he'd probably do 400 degrees for 6 minutes per side. To go with these, we had some French bread left over in the fridge. So I just sliced this in half and coated it with some butter. Then I added on some garlic powder and parsley, sprinkled it with some Gouda cheese. Then I wrapped it in foil and baked it at 350 degrees for about 20 minutes until it was all warm and melty. We served our jalapeno popper hamburger steaks on top of some mashed potatoes with some brown gravy, and on the side we had some corn on the cob and our garlic bread. On this night we treated ourselves to a steak dinner. Adam always makes the steaks with just salt and pepper and butter, and he makes them so amazing. Don't ask me how he does it, I have no idea, but they're awesome. So while he's getting the steaks going, I'm getting ready to make some fried green tomatoes. So while we were at the store getting our stuff for our steak and baked potatoes, Garrett saw the green tomatoes and decided he wanted to try some, so I told him I'd make some fried green tomatoes. So I have cornmeal and panko and some Tonys in this one. It's dark in here. I have an egg and some milk in this one and some flour. So to make these, I just dip them in the flour first, then the egg mixture, and then the breadcrumb mixture, and then we're going to fry these for 2 to 3 minutes per side until they're golden brown. Unfortunately, Garrett ended up not liking them. I was kind of sad for him because he was super excited about them. But at least he tried something new, and it's okay if he doesn't like them, and that just means more for me. So we like our steaks to be about medium well, so we cook them to about 150 to 155 degrees, and then we let them rest for a few minutes while we finish up everything else. We served our steaks alongside our fried green tomatoes and a loaded baked potato that was so delicious. I had asked the boys before if they wanted steak or popcorn chicken, and they picked popcorn chicken, but they also had a few slices of steak as well. This dinner turned out so delicious, and it turned out looking like it came from a steakhouse. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you haven't already, we would love for you to join our YouTube family. So hit that subscribe button down below and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. And we'll see you guys in the next one.